Hey everybody. You might be familiar with this series. It's called Guidelines to Being a Customer. And I think this is the most upset that I've ever been in some of my videos was in these. You can go back and watch the rest, but today's topic is going to be about kids. Oh Lord, you all know what that means. Bunch of stupid children running around, tearing stuff up, putting their hands on every little thing that they see. And you know what? The parents don't do jack. They don't do jack. They don't do jack. It's the most annoying thing in the world. I know a lot of you work retail, so all of you can understand where I'm coming from. When you see kids in your store, you instantly get pissed off because you already know what they're going to do. For example, they always end up messing up the game section. I see them over there just tearing up the entire place. I go there, do you need help finding a game? Do you have a 360 console? No, we're just looking. They're over there stacking up games in their hand for no reason. They don't even have the console. The parents like to come in, let them just rip and run and what wild. And it's just the most annoying thing on the planet. And then they bring their kids in right before close. I had a lady come in 1 minute before we closed with her kid. And they looked around. They wouldn't leave for like a whole 10 minutes. And her kid was just over there, just jacking stuff up. Her legs are flying in the air, kicking stuff over. Where's up, ma'am? Please get a hold of your child, ma'am. Please get her, ma'am. She's tearing this up, ma'am. She's tearing that up, ma'am. Show her candy. But the mom didn't do anything! I wanted to kick that girl in her teeth so hard. It took everything I had not to just grab them both by the collar and throw them through the window. But that's another thing. Kids come in and they grab candy and drinks and ice cream, and when we're not looking, they open it up and they eat it. Aww. I mean, one time, one of my coworkers, she found 2 kids eating ice cream that was not paid for. Oh. So she held on to the wrappers, and then when the father came to the front counter, she said, "Sir, your 2 kids ate this ice cream here, so you got to pay for it." And he's like, "My kids ain't no ice cream." You better ask your kids, because I know they did. "Did y'all eat this ice cream?" "Yeah, we did." "Oh, well, I'm not paying for it. You can't make me pay for something my kids ate." And when she told me, I was like, what the heck? No, this Negro did not just say he ain't gonna pay for some ice cream that his kids ate. That they went into the ice cream box, took and ate for themselves. This nigga better take responsibility. That's the most annoying thing when parents don't watch their kids. They don't want to take responsibility for what they did. What kind of parents are you? My mom always took responsibility for the stupid stuff I did. Ah, yes, I remember now. I remember about a month or so ago, it was more like 5 or 4 months. This mother brings in like 6 kids, right? And I'm like, oh hell, here we go. Another set of kids to tear up my store. And one of the kids was sick. And when I say sick, I mean all over the store. I told the lady, "Ma'am, please get your kid out of here. He's throwing up all over the store." That's a bad thing in my book. And she takes him out for 1 minute, brings the kid back inside, and then next thing I hear, I'm over there working, I hear, I'm like, no, that lady did not just bring this kid back in my store, throwing up all over the floor. No, she did not bring that kid back in. Sure enough, she did. I went over to her, "Ma'am, your kid is sick. He's throwing up. Why'd you bring him back in the store? If you were me, I'd take the kid home because he's sick." She, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take him out right away." She takes the kid out again. I go back to work. One of my coworkers goes back into the back to find something to clean the floor up with. I mean, this kid, I mean, when I say he's throwing up everywhere, I mean everywhere. I mean, he left his mark in almost every aisle. I am dead serious. And then, guess what? You guessed it. She brings the kid back inside! Broke him back in! I hear, again! And by that time, I was so pissed off. I went to the back, left my coworker at the front. I went and got the mop, and I got the mop bucket, and a bunch of other stuff. I went up to the lady, said, here! Clean our floor. Go clean up after your kid. Because he does not need to be in our store throwing up all over the place. And so she says, okay. So she starts mopping the, what? I'm a sister. She starts mopping the carpet, okay? Yeah, we had to mop the carpet. She had to scrub the carpet with a mop to get that garbage up. And I made sure she got every little bit of her kid's internal digestive system garbage on our floor up. But you know what? The kid came to the front when she was done, and he still had throw up going down his mouth, and he says, I'm like, what? She's like, he said he's sorry. I was like, oh, okay. You know, parents. Little tip here. If your child is sick to the point where he's throwing up all over the store, throwing up more fluid than it should be humanly possible, don't bring him in a store! Leave him at home! What is your response to a dirty diaper? Change it. Guess what parents don't do? They don't change it. So you just smell this, I mean, it was bad. This baby smelled like it had diarrhea. Bad poop in its diaper. And you know what? I asked the lady, ma'am, do you need a place to change your child's diaper? No, I don't have any diapers. Go home. Get some diapers. Don't leave poop on a baby. That's why they get diaper rash. Sometimes their poop is acidic. And they can eat away at the skin on their soft bottoms and leave open sores. What is wrong with parents? One time I was taking a lady out, and her son was just dancing. Mom, I go to the bathroom. I was like, ma'am, do you want me to go open the bathroom for your son? She goes, no, he's fine. He can hold it till we get home. The kid is like seriously just he's like looking at everybody for help. He's like, someone please slap my mom in the face and take me to the bathroom. But you know what? She would not let him go. She wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. And you know what ended up happening? Suddenly, a yellow puddle just starts forming on our tile floor at the front. And she has the nerve to get angry at the kid. He told her that he needed to go to the bathroom. She wouldn't let him go. Parents and kids, I swear they get on my last nerves. But you know, one of the worst things I have ever seen, like I mentioned before, the game section, there was this big fat girl. Nothing against fat people, but there was this big fat girl just staring at the game section. I mean, she was as big as a boomer from Left 4 Dead. I was just want to yell, boomer! She's going to throw up on everybody, have zombies come eat them. But she was just staring at the game section. I was just looking at her because it was awkward. And suddenly, she just boom, 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 and throws her entire weight into the shelves. And I just see in slow motion, I just see Mo just fly up and come back down. And I just yell, what is going on? She turns around and just looks at me and waddles away from the game section. I go over there, I'm just in disbelief. I'm looking at it, shelves on the floor, the entire section on the ground. If this is your first guideline video, watch the rest of them, because I get pissed off. I get pissed off. My brain is starting to get erratic again, so I'm going to stop this video here. But parents, watch your kids in the store. Don't let them grab whatever the heck they want. Don't leave them in the game section by themselves. Make sure they go to the bathroom before they come in the store. If they're sick, don't bring them in the store! And let them throw up all over the place. If your daughter's a boomer, oh, for heaven's sake, don't let her come towards the game section. Thank God Francis and Zoe weren't there. They probably would have shot her on sight. Guidelines to be a customer. Kids and parents. Good night, everybody.